Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Soldier killed in St. Catherine crash, several hospitalized. A member of the Jamaica Defense Force died as a result of injuries he sustained in a two-vehicle crash along Old Harbour Road in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. 6 other people were also injured in the crash, remained in hospital. The crash reported happened around 6 o'clock yesterday morning. It is reported that the soldier was driving a Toyota Corolla motor car from the direction of Spanish Town. It is further reported that on reaching the vicinity of the community of Wooladeen, he collided with a taxi that was traveling in the opposite direction. A total of 7 people from both vehicles were injured. They were taken to hospital where the soldier succumbed. The incident is being probed by the St. Catherine North Traffic Department. Constable Noel Maitland to appear in court Thursday. Constable Noel Maitland is scheduled to make his first appearance in court on Thursday. The police completed a lengthy case review late yesterday and agreed to take the matter to court. Maitland is charged with the murder of his girlfriend's social media influencer, 24-year-old Donnelly Donaldson. He is due in the St. Andrew Parish Court at 10 a.m. Maitland was charged with Donaldson's murder on August 2nd, following an investigation by the Major Investigation Division. Donaldson was reported missing on July 13. Her body has still not yet been found. Indicom probing fatal shooting by police at Ministry Office in Trelawney. The Independent Commission of Investigations Indicom is probing the fatal shooting of a man by the police on the compound of the offices of the Ministry of Labour in Falmouth, Trelawney on Tuesday. The deceased has been identified as Sanjay Delbert. About 12:50 p.m., the police were called to the offices of the ministry located on Rodney Street in Falmouth, following complaints that Mr. Delbert was causing a disturbance. It's reported that he pulled a knife and allegedly attacked members of the police team. He was shot and later pronounced dead at hospital. Still no official word on cause of Central Kingston fire. Residents suspect arson. There is still uncertainty over what started the fire which destroyed several homes in Central Kingston on Monday. However, several residents have given their own account of what may have happened. Some say they believe the fire was intentional. They say while they were trying to save items, gunshots were being fired. Member of Parliament for Central Kingston Donovan Williams says he has also heard of few accounts, including that ammunition was being stored in some of the houses.
Obviously, the police would have got those reports and are looking into it. I have heard that there were probably ammunition around that exploded, perhaps illegal ammunition. I've been hearing that story as well, and the police have said it, that, there were hidden ammunition and maybe the fire caused it to explode. That is what I'm also hearing. I cannot conclude anything until the police gives their final say-so.
However, Superintendent Breastford Williams knows the account of the resident is not being discounted. He says they're investigating.
We have not been able to unearth any evidence to support that. That's how we are conducting our investigations, that we are dealing with a case of fire. It's early days, and as I said, we are still hoping for other evidence. We have been in this space, even at the point when the fire started, we're in this space, and we will continue to remain in this space. We have increased our presence. We are also targeting some of the players that we believe are involved. And what we will encourage citizens to do is to come forward. Even if they are fearful of speaking to me or my team members, we have other means by which they can reach us. What we will encourage citizens to do, to be very vigilant. One, to be mindful of being alert. Don't be on your phone while you're walking. Be careful how you carry your bags. Be careful how you carry your funds. And to the business persons especially, because we have had incidents of larceny of funds. Not necessarily robbery, but larceny of funds. Large funds with persons coming from the bank. What we are pleading to the business persons to do through this medium is to come and to speak to us whenever they have funds to move, so that we can provide the necessary security.
She should go now. Former PNP delegate says MP must vacate her seat immediately. Delegates in Lisa Hanna's South East St. Anne constituency want her to vacate the seat immediately. That's according to a former delegate of the Money Division in the constituency, Lennox Anglin. Hanna announced her short departure from representational politics in a statement late Tuesday evening. She intends to stay on as MP through to the end of the current parliamentary term. But Anglin says Hanna should walk away now.
What the people are saying now, she's a part of what PNP is going through when they are telling you that they need to unite the party, because she's here and there and everywhere pertaining to leadership race, all different kind of race. So the people them really fed up. For right now, is that she's going to step down, but she's going to hear for the next 2 years. It is easier that she does fully walk away. She don't really look like she have enough time in Southeast Center to really take care of the people's business. And I could remember from Seymour Mullins' days, it doesn't matter who you are, your voice always be heard, and you get response back from Mr. Mullins. Our presence used to be felt, but it would be every Thursday, and by the time she gets here, she may do an half an hour or so. When it coming close to some form of movement, she may tour this constituency. People are saying when I interview people, she's going to do like Mr. Patterson. She won't so lucky because she's not a people person. She's a people pretender. That's what she is. I don't know if I'm right to say that this morning, but if I experience being around you for many, many years and I take time to get to know you, I can say whatever I experienced over the years with you. She's easily changed and she's easily led by people saying this or saying that. She doesn't have a mind of her own.
In the meantime, Lisa Hanna highlighted some possible future prospects.
So if I was to leave politics, what would I do? The truth is there's lots that I could do, but I would not want to betray my core principle and my core philosophy, which is really serving the people of Jamaica and my country. That is something that is my compass, it's my moral compass, because I want to see our country do better. So I would go into an area that would help us build trade and improve our value-added trade of products and exports. I would find areas that would help our humanitarian efforts, particularly in rural Jamaica, to help people with water, for example. And politics is not the only way that you can serve your countries. There are several other areas, and those opportunities exist.
Population and housing census to cost over $2 billion. Finance and Public Service Minister Dr. Nigel Clark says Jamaica's 15th population and housing census this year will come at a cost at over $2 billion. He says over 7,000 people will be participating in the census across the island.
As Jamaica moves towards being a digital society or a digitized society, and it is significant that this is the first census that will be conducted using tablets, no paper. But as we move towards being a digital society, understanding the distribution of ICT access and use and prevalence is abundantly important. One of the things that we're experiencing now is tension in our society as that change takes place. This is an exercise that costs approximately 2.4 billion Jamaican dollars. So not only is it a big deal, it's a big investment as well. Over 7,000 persons will be conducting the data collection exercise, and they'll all be paid. Importantly, we're drawing the census takers from areas that are close to the areas they'll be collecting data from. So they'll be familiar with the territory that they will be operating in. Critical to recognize that while the census day is on the 12th of September, the data collection will take place over 3 months. So the census takers will be going around between September and December, but the questions they ask you will be with reference to September 12th. So I ask you, no bother go out on the night of September 11th, or you forget what you do on September 12th, because that is the day that they're going to be asking you. That's the reference date for the census.
Tourism officials says WTM ranking of Mobay as #1 trending city is no surprise. The recent World Travel Market's WTM ranking of Montego Bay as the top summer travel recovery city of 2022 is a no-brainer for senior advisor and strategist in the Ministry of Tourism, Delano Severide. The Summer Travel Outlook 2022 report revealed that at the city level, summer travel recovery is being led by Montego Bay, Jamaica, with a positive growth of 23%. The report also shared that Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, and Cancun, Mexico, placed second and third, with 19% and 14% increase respectively. 20 cities were listed in the report, with Sierra, Egypt, and Delhi in India rounding out to the top 5 cities. Several cited a plethora of factors behind Mobile's favorable ranking. It doesn't come as a surprise to us that Jamaica has topped the list, Montego Bay ranking number 1 in terms of global recovery from our tourism numbers. We see this on the ground. Our hotels are full, our villas are full, and we have a number of events in recent weeks that has also contributed to the increased numbers of visitors to the island, and we're very happy about that, the tourism officer told reporters. And beyond that, the team at the Ministry of Tourism, the team at the Jamaica Tourist Board, and our private sector partners have really worked very hard in recent months, and certainly over the last 2 years, to keep Jamaica top of mind amongst the visitors, potential and otherwise. We have also developed a very strong track record for being a safe and secure destination, certainly as it relates to COVID and overall health management, and that has also been very helpful. So we are pretty much back at our 2019 numbers, which is excellent as it relates to stopover arrivals. He noted that we are still working on getting the cruise numbers up, but the most part, we have had a pretty solid recovery this summer, and it is shown in the report published by the World Travel Market, and we are very happy about that. Last week, Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett noted that Jamaica's tourism sector has almost fully recovered from the impact of COVID-19 pandemic, which has threatened the very survival of the industry. The good news is that Jamaica is now recovered 90% from the COVID-19 pandemic in the tourism sector, the tourism minister stated. Our recovery in terms of arrival this year is likely to be well over 3 million, and we are also expecting our earning will be just over 100 million or so, below our best earning in 2019 of 3.7 billion, he added. Please remember to subscribe, like, share,